Ooh, oh yeah. Hey, Jerry, can you handle this? Mary, can you handle this? Nicola, can you handle this? I don't think you can handle this. You ain't died, oh yeah. I don't think you're ready to touch this jelly. I don't think you're ready to touch this jelly. I'm too bootylicious, babe. Woo, Singapore losing it today. Oh my gosh, guys. It's so good to see. I was trying to sing a song, but I can't really sing it so well. I was trying to sing that song by Destiny's Child, Bootylicious. It's an oldie, but a goodie. I saw that on YouTube earlier today. I said, oh my God, that's a flashback. You know. Anyway, so here I am. Miss Sylvia says, I like Bob's bit. Where they even start. Anyways, well, I tell you, say Bob, he's a little crazy. You got to be crazy if you're going to live the life of a medium. Okay. Now, I know some of you out there are saying, say, Bob, I want to be a medium. I said, okay, you can be a medium. But when you go this path, you go a little crazy on the way. I don't think it's so bad. Once I crossed from sanity to insanity, life got better. Oh, we got a lot of people here. Hey, Antoine LeVay's, good to see you. Spencer Hill's here for you. Yay. B. Leclerc's here for us. Amy's here. Amy 2572. Stardust. Mark Wilhelm's here. Yay. Oh my gosh. And I saw Miss Sylvia's here. Miss Sylvia, I know you crazy girl. Miss Sylvia and I, we're like kind of twins, I think. We have so many similar tastes, don't we, Miss Sylvia? Anyways, but I'm glad you're here tonight. Laura's here. Yay. Myrta's here. Robert Stevens is here. Hello, hello. Nancy Constant. Oops, I can't read today. Centeno? Constanto? Sorry, Nancy. I don't mean to. Centeno. Sorry. I can't see the script so well today. Laura Doss is here. Oh my gosh, this is so great. Well, I am glad you guys are here. Well, welcome to Tuesday. Pam, hi. Pam Mears is here. Good to see you. Sherry's here. Sherry Serenity Skies. Wicca's here. Wicca Horror. Yay. Well, isn't that wonderful? We got a great crowd. Well, as I said, I'm having fun and acting crazy. And isn't that the best way to live? Life is, you got to have fun. Hey, Brianna Brady's here. Good to see you. Buvana Lake's here. Emmeline Bella is here. Yay. Sandra Taylor. Casey Riddle. Yay. My goodness. So good to see you guys. Well, Psychic Bob is a little crazy, but I'm having a great time. By the way, speaking of a great time, earlier today, I hope you saw it, right before tonight's show in the video queue, I put out a special video which is to celebrate my new clothing line, my Psychic Bob merchandise. Hey, Josie's here from Toronto. Yay. Yay. Casey Riddle's here. Jada of the Oak is here. Miss Ma'am TV's here. Hall of Saki's here. Jay Whippet. Yay. Word, Jay Whippet. Dizzy Butterfly. Storytime with T. Gosh, everybody's here. Well, anyways, I didn't know so many people are watching. Gosh, I'm so kind of embarrassed acting so crazy. Not really. You know me, I just believe live your life, have fun. Sylvia Brown said, she came through me one time and channeled through. And she said the gospel of life is very simple. She always said it, and I think she's so right. She said, love God. This is how you get through life. Love God, love your neighbor, do some good in the world while you're here. And when it's all said and done, just shut up and go home. And I think Sylvia was really right about that. I really do. Oh, Dieter Ortiz is here. Said they're at work but wanted to stop in. Yay. Don't get in trouble with your boss, Dieter. Miss Sylvia says, you have to be crazy in this world. Yeah, isn't that? It's a crazy world. I agree. Hi, Tina J. Good to see you. Ortiz 06. Hey, what's up? Dusty Rose is here. M. Lortiz 06. Yay. Pua Pua is here. Hey, Kate Pigeon. Good to see you. Edgar Allan Infante Diaz. Oh, I like that. That's a good name. Anyway, so as I was singing, I was singing Bootylicious earlier. If you didn't see that after this post, you can go back and watch it at the beginning. So it's like about jamming down. Anyway, so as I was saying that right before this show, I have a video that I put up earlier today, which is a little ad, a promo for my new shirts. So if you haven't seen that after tonight, go back and see that, because it's a lot of fun. It's a great ad. A lot of people like. I'm curious if any of you, hey, Popo, don't worry, you can see the jam later. Anyways, but I'm curious if any of you have seen that video, the one I put out about my new shirts, my clothing line. So I would love to hear if you saw it. If you haven't seen it, go see that tonight, okay? So I'm really excited about my new clothing. By the way, speaking of clothing, for those of you who haven't seen, I am wearing, actually, I'm going to take off my sweater. I'm warm after all that dancing. This is one of my shirts that I'm wearing. This is Green Frenzy. It's one of my t-shirts. And that's available at my merch store. And you'll see it says Green Frenzy, and it's got my name. So I'm doing a whole line of shirts that are art themes based on my paintings. So if you love Psychic Bob art, you can get that, Oh, Buvano Lake saw it. Yay. Yay, Sin 1982 watched my merch video. Thank you. Laura Doss watched it. Thank you. Tina Sellens watched it. Yay. Amy watched it. Yeah, Amy 2517. Wonderful. I'm so glad you got to see that. Well, anyways, if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. So what am I wearing today? Well, I'm wearing, of course, this shirt, Green Frenzy, which is the painting that started my weekly artwork release. Speaking of weekly artwork, also make sure to pop over to my website and you can get a free download copy of this painting, which is Magenta Frenzy. So here we got Green Frenzy, okay? And here we got Magenta Frenzy. Isn't that cool? So we got them both, Magenta Frenzy and Green Frenzy. And both of these are available in t-shirt form at my merch store. So some people have written me, said they don't see my merch store below the videos. If you don't see that, just go to my main channel page, and up at the top, there'll be a tab that says store, and you can go there from there. So anyways, yeah. Also, I'm going to put below this video a link for people who are having, for whatever reason, if you can't see it on YouTube, you can still go to the site independent. I'll put the link to the store below this video too. Anyway, so what else am I wearing today? Well, jewelry-wise, I'm wearing this cool pendant. It's a silver theater masks pendant. I love theater, and I also love Lord Dionysus. And the masks represent my devotion to theater and to Lord Dionysus. So I'm wearing that today. I've got a beautiful kind of an aqua cord. I think it looks cool. So anyways, yay, Colleen Croy says, I'm glad I didn't miss you, Lord Iceon. Thank you, Colleen. I'm so glad you're here. Antoine likes my pendant. So we are going to get into messages in just a minute, guys. Don't worry. I'm getting to that, okay? So anyways, but I want to show you, because everybody said, what's your jewelry? By the way, I got to tell you real quick the story behind this pendant. This is a really cool story. So anyways, I bought this pendant on, I think it was on eBay or Etsy. I think it was on eBay. And I bought the pendant, and this lady who's like a seller, she sells vintage jewelry. She wrote me a letter and she said, Dear Bob, I'm so sorry to have to tell you, I had that pendant listed and I can't find it. I think I've lost it. And she said she has like a room where she stores all of her jewelry. She said she has boxes of jewelry. She said, I went through all the pendants and I can't find it. Well, I was disappointed because this is sterling silver and it's hard to find giant silver. You can see on the back it's marked sterling there. It's hard to find, she said. I said, well, I'm disappointed because it's hard to find big pieces. And this is a unique pendant I've never seen before. And she said, well, if I find it, I'll let you know. Well, anyways, in the meantime, she refunded my money. And so I was so disappointed because I was so excited about this pendant. Well, a few months later, about 2 months later, I got a note from her. And she said, by the way, I found the pendant that you bought that I lost. And she says, I'm going to send it to you in the mail today. I said, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And I said, well, send me an invoice so I can pay for it since you refunded my money from last time. And she wrote back and she said, she said, I can tell that you are supposed to have that pendant. And I kept you waiting for so many months. And she said, I want to give it to you. And so I didn't end up paying for it. She gave it to me as a gift. Isn't that beautiful? I was very touched. So anyways, Jay Weapon says, I wear comedy and tragedy every day too. Isn't that wonderful? I didn't know we had so many art buffs and theater buffs here. And, I used to, when I was in high school, I was very involved in drama and in college as well. And, even though I don't have time to do theater anymore, I would love to be in our local theater group and do some plays. I just don't have time. But I'm a big supporter of the arts. And as a worshiper of Lord Dionysus, I claim this symbol because in the old days, a lot of people don't know, Dionysus was the god of theater. And so many of his devotees, what they would do is they would make special masks and offer masks to him as god of theater. So it was an offering to him. So I love that. And I kind of feel that YouTube, is kind of like our modern day performance theater because, even though we're not doing plays on YouTube, it is still performance art. We're coming out, we're putting out ourselves before the public, hopefully entertaining you. People said to me, I had a lady call me recently, and she said, well, are you like an entertainer or are you for real? And I said, well, I'm both. I said, what I do as a psychic is real. But I said, it's nothing to say we can't have fun on the way. So I said, I entertain people with what I do, but it's real. It's not fake, but it is a form of entertainment. And she said, that's really cool. So you can entertain people and do real work. I said, absolutely. Of course, entertainment itself is real work, isn't it? Anyways, hey, Elena Ronald, good to see you. Wonderful. Well, I'm going to be working on messages here in just a minute. Okay. So anyways, I just wanted to, to share that with you. Paradigm Breaker says, hi, Psychic Bob. My relationship is improving. You were right. I remember I gave you that read. I'm so happy to hear that my predictions are coming to pass. That's so nice. Laura Doss says it was meant to be for me to have this pen. I think so too. So anyways, guys, well, I'm just glad you're here too. And Spencer Hale says, too funny, Bob, because I took drama in middle school through high school and voice acting as well. I really love it. I think everybody should do drama. You know why? I had a wonderful drama teacher. Many of you may remember me talking about her. Her name was Rusty Claus. And she died a few years ago, and I did a video about her death. If you don't know what I'm looking at, type in Rusty, R-U-S-T-Y, at my channel, and it'll come up the video. I have a few videos about that. But one of the things my teacher said, she said, if you want to understand life, study drama. And she's right, because when you study plays and you study the playwrights, you learn the complexities of life. Shakespeare said all the world is a stage and men and women are merely players. And I feel like that. I feel like we're all here on a stage sometime. We're all playing out the drama of life. And in the end, you know what? The play's over. We all go home and collect our accolades. So try to remember that when you get caught up in the mire of life, try to think about, that life can be a stage, that we're actors and players, and we're all playing our part. Some of us play it better than others. Some of us need to work on things, but you know what? We're all trying. And so don't be hard on yourself. So many people write me every week. They say, Psychic Bob, I hate myself. I should have spoke to my father before he died. Now he's dead. And I get all these sort of letters of guilt. And you know what? I'm honored that people share their deepest fears and feelings with me. But I also like to say is, please, and if some of you are struggling with this tonight, let go of your self-condemnation. Okay, let go of it. It's not helping you. And people in the spirit world, they're not bothered. They're not remembering that you yelled at them before they died. They're not. Once you get over that light, everything becomes clear and you become enlightened and you don't hold on to any anger or hatred. All right. So don't hold on to self-hatred and self-blame. It doesn't serve anybody. We're all doing the best we can. So remember, all the world is a stage. Okay. And we're all players on that stage. Just do the best you can. That's all you can be asked for, you know? Yay, Gypsy Girl's here. Yay, you caught me live. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much. Well, anyways, so we're going to do some readings tonight, which I'm always excited about. But I thought before we do that, we just do a brief meditation. And I want to try that one we did last time, which I think some of you were a little challenged by. But you know, practice makes perfect. Hey, Davy Jan, good to see you. Davy Jan's here all the way from Israel tonight. I love it. We got people from all over the world. People from England, people from Romania, people from Israel. I don't know how many countries we got. Some Australians are here tonight. We've got some Scottish people. You know, Elena Ronald says, thanks for the hello, Bob. I was away from my keyboard rescuing some clothing from my puppy. I get that. They gotta love them though, don't you? You know. Sherry Serenity Skies is here from Canada. M.L. Ortiz is from Dallas. Yay. Hi, Debbie Webby. Good to see you. So let's do our meditation here, okay? And this is the one, we call it the blink meditation, because what I want to help you guys do is realize that within us exists the power to instantly attune to our higher selves and to the spirit world. You know, some people say, oh, it takes an hour to fully open the channel. Nuh-uh, because you can open it like that. Now, I'm not saying it's easy to do, but practice makes perfect. So what we're going to do, I want you to take your hands off the keyboard, okay? And I want you just to close your eyes with me for a moment. And as we close our eyes, I want you to look within yourself. And I want you to go to the middle of the chest area. And inside of you, I want you to see a little spark of white light, a brilliant glowing spark. And now I want you to take your hands and snap your fingers. And once you snap your fingers like that, we're going to just practice. Just snap your fingers. Just practice snapping. All right. On the count of 3, we're going to snap our fingers again. And when we snap our fingers after the count of 3, that little spark of light will literally flash and our entire insides will be illuminated. We'll be filled with brilliant white light that quickly. So we're going to count now. 1, 2, 3, snap. You're instantly filled with light. All right. There you go. So now let's go ahead and let's open our eyes. Let's come on back. So I'm curious, were you all able to do that? See, this is the power of spirit, because we don't have to spend 6 hours in meditation. Sometimes we're in an emergency where, for example, I know some of you here tonight work in emergency rooms. And so you might need to tune in right away to figure out what's going on with a client or a patient. Okay. Yeah, David Jan said that's pretty tough. It is tough. I'm not saying this is an easy meditation, but if you can practice that, and I know I don't expect everybody to get it tonight, so don't feel bad if you're like, I just couldn't get there. That's okay. But that's a technique that I want you to kind of make that a goal. Because, you know, here at Spirit Channel, everybody's growing. I don't let anybody just kind of linger around. No, if you're at Spirit Channel, you're going to be working on your soul growth. And this is one exercise that it's very challenging to instantly feel and see and know you're filled with light. You know that? But it'll help you. Hey, Debbie Webby. Debbie Webby says, I love it. I knew you were going to say that before you said it. I need to do this daily. Yes, if you practice this, you'll get to where you can do it. And I have had to learn this because, you know, a lot of times when I go in public, people recognize me. It's weird when you start getting known all over the world. People have a way of finding you. I can be in a grocery store and people will run up to me and say, Psychic Bob, oh my God, I've been wanting to write you. I got a problem. And on the spot, sometimes I'll be told by someone, you need to answer this person. And I don't have time to sit down in the middle of the grocery store and do all this meditation. So I can instantly go, boom, and be in the light and in a seeing place. So don't worry, it takes some practice. But you know what? I want you all to make that a goal this year. Make it, you don't have to do it now, but over this year, I want you to practice. You don't have to always do this, but at least once a week, practice doing the blink. I call it the blink meditation, where you illuminate through the blink. And I think you're going to find that this is really something that works for you. You know? Elena Reynolds says, I love that you gave us something that's quick and that we can access. Yeah, this is actually very quick, but it takes kind of an instant, not an instant, it takes an intense focus. But if you do it, you get to where like, I can blink now. So as you work on this over the next few weeks, I want you all to be writing to me and say, Psychic Bob, I can blink today. I want to hear about it. I'm going to be checking and say, are y'all blinking? Have you got down to where you can blink? Now, there are definitely times when we want to do a slow, fill ourselves with light meditation, and that's wonderful. I recommend whenever you can do that, do that. But this is one of these meditations where it's a skill. It's not just a meditation. It's a psychic skill to instantly be on, you know, and sometimes you need that. So there you go. Okay. So anyways, all right. Well, I'm blinked on. And hopefully some of you are. And if you're not, that's all right. You can work on that this week. But I feel the light moving here. So I want to jump into to do some readings here. All right. Lisette Dizaz. Hey, Bob. Any spirit messages about my health? Hi, Lisette. I have to tell you, hon, right now as I'm walking into your frequency here, I'm picking up around you there's a sugar issue that needs to be looked at. I feel like you're having these weird energy fluctuations, and I want them to look at sugar around you. I'm also getting a digestion issue around you, and I feel that you're having an issue that's connected to a food allergen, possibly like wheat or gluten. And again, this may tie in with the sugar, but I'm getting kind of weird, like energy rises and energy drops, and I would focus on those areas, okay? And let me ask you, are you having any issues with your thyroid? Because I'm getting a kind of a weight fluctuation issue. So you might want to have that looked at, but look at those areas and that's going to start to balance you out. I hope that makes some sense to you. Okay. Spencer Hale, Bob. Oops, hold on. I just lost your question, Spencer. Spencer Hale, my question, I have this cystic on my lower part of my face yesterday. I was working with Mother Mary to heal it fast. I feel that it's a bit less, but not gone yet. Can you tell me, will it get healed? You know, since Spencer, I do feel that cyst is getting healing. I'm getting like, sounds weird, but I feel pressure inside the body and I feel the pressure decreasing. So I do feel it's working. You may have to visit a dermatologist just to kind of check it, you know, but I don't feel like this is going to require major surgery or anything like that. So I am getting healing. Definitely Mother Mary, powerful healer. I'd like you to invoke Mother Mary, particularly under her title of Our Lady of Medjugorje. She's been known to do some amazing healings under that name and in that form. So yeah, work with her on that. If you're not seeing improvement after another week, you might need to see a doctor. I don't think they're going to slice it off. I feel like it needs maybe a little bit of a topical cream to bring healing there. But let's see how it goes after a week, okay? But call on Our Lady of Medjugorje, okay? All right, next question, Buvana Lake. Who are my spirit guides? Yeah, well, you know, you've got around you 3 different spirits right now. 2 of them are angels. I keep getting Archangel Michael and Archangel Gabriel, and I'm getting a 3rd spirit identifies as Roland. And Roland, he's funny, he's a cool guy. He's African American, and he's dressed in 1920s clothing. He's got a bowler cap. And he says, I'm Roland, I'm a banker, and I'm bringing money her way. So, Bhavana, like you got some money coming your way through Roland, who's a banker, opening up some financial connections. These other 2 angels, Archangel Michael and Archangel Gabriel, are helping you do some transition in this next few months. Looks like there may be some work issues or some type of education issues coming up here. So I'm getting transition, I'm getting growth, but these guides are working with you, okay? I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Aaron Kemp, any messages for me today? Hi, Aaron. Good to see you, darling. Listen, I got to tell you, I keep getting a woman back here. I'm getting somebody's talking to me. I saw your name go. I heard somebody say, I'm here for Aaron. I've got a lady. I think this is actually a relative. This is on your father's side. And this feels like it's a grandmother on the father's side coming in. And she just keeps saying, she said, I'm psychic also. And so Aaron, I think you're opening up psychically, and this grandmother is coming in to help you with that today. But she's around you, and she said that she's opening the communication. So I think you're going to be entering into a time of spirit communications, and she's going to be helping you, okay? I hope that helps. Blessings to you. All right. Oh, we got a $5 donation here. OHNS Pistoos. Excuse me if I'm not saying that right. I can't say it. OHSNA Pistoos. Okay, I'm going to call you OHS. Any guidance on my current love situation? Stay or go? Thank you. OHS, I got to tell you, when I'm walking into your vibration, I'm getting a dark blue light around you. That tells me there's a block right now in communications. And I feel like that situation for you has been, well, honestly, blocked for a while. And I think you're ready for a new beginning. So I'm going to say, I feel, to sum it up, stay or go, it's time to go. Okay. Anyways, I hope that helps. I feel like you're ready for a new person. And what's interesting is when we get to around October of this year, I feel like there's a new relationship coming in. So whether you leave now or wait till October, I feel like there's somebody that you're meeting. This new person, you're meeting them online. And the funny part is they're not living far from you. And I think there'll be a strong connection. You'll be ready to go. So either way, it looks like it's kind of over, because I feel like your partner is not coming forth with being, how do I say, they're not sharing the load. They're not being able to be part of your world. They're using, I don't want to say using you, that's too harsh a word. They're not being present. And I don't feel that their heart is giving. And I think you're doing all the work. So it's time to move on. I'm sorry to say that, but I have to be honest, okay? Anyways, thank you so much for being here. All right, hold on. Oh, we got so many going on here. Ken. Hi, Ken. Hi, Psychic Bob. When? Oops, I just lost it. Do you know when my house will sell? Ken, I want you to watch. I'm getting mid-March. It's still a few weeks out, but I see it coming around mid-March. There'll be an offer. And I'll tell you, don't lower the price. I think you'll get everything you want. It's worth keeping it at the price. If you lowered it, it might sell within, a few days, but I don't think you need it. If you can wait 4 weeks, it's worth it, and you'll get what you want. Possibly even more, because I feel like there could be 2 contracts coming that may be a little bit of a bidding war. But keep it at what it's at. Don't lower it, okay? I hope that helps. Blessings to you. All right. Lolly Johnston. Hi, Bob. Any messages for me, please? Many thanks from the UK. Oh, my gosh, Lolly, welcome. We have a lot of UK people here. Lolly, I got to tell you right now, when I'm stepping into your frequency, I'm getting blue light and purple around you. Blue light tells me that you're opening your gifts of communication and your gifts of vision. I think you're opening into a part of your life that's very psychic, and you've got purple light, which means you're a natural medium. So I want you to be open to receiving images, receiving messages, communicating with spirit. You have around you a spirit guide who I keep hearing a voice of. There's a man around you, and he gives me the name. Let's see if I get his name. I'm trying to hear his name. Yes. He gives me the name of Bentley. He said, my name is Bentley. And he said he was a medium. He says a medium during World War I and World War II. He's an older gentleman. And he said he crossed during World War II. He said, luckily I survived the Blitz in London, but then I had a heart attack. So Bentley's around you. I think the last name I want to call him, it's like Bentley, it's like a L name, like Livingston, Bentley Livingston or Langton Living. I think it's like Livingston, as close as I can get. Sometimes it's a little hard to get the exact name, but Bentley is the name he predominantly goes by. Bentley Livingston. Well, if I'm wrong, he'll correct you on that. But you're going to start getting more communications, and he's one of your spirit guides, and he's around you. Okay. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. I hope that helps. Raven Moth, question, Lord Iceon, what are my life themes? Grateful hugs, XO. Hi, Raven Moth. Well, one of your life themes is a psychic life theme, and your other life theme is an artist life theme. And I feel like over this next year, those themes will become much more part of your life. It's like your creativity is really increasing. And I feel like you're going to feel as if you're channeling, like you'll get up and you'll just have visions like, I want to create this artwork. It's like spirits channeling through you. So that's your channeling and your psyche, and they'll work together. It's a psychic theme and artist theme. I hope that helps. Good question. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Whoop, they're flying by. Gold Blue. Any important messages for me today, Bob? And I would also like to ask for my mother, who has had a tough time for the last few years. Well, you know, Gold Blue, I feel like you're coming into a time of greater freedom and prosperity. And part of that's coming because I do see improvement around your mom. So watch the month of, it's the beginning of April. I feel like your mom's going to have a better time emotionally and financially. And in terms of your messages, I keep picking up, this is going to sound funny, but literally St. Christopher around you. St. Christopher is the patron saint of travel. I want you to look him up if you don't know who I'm talking about. But he says that you're going to go over the seas and around the world. So 2020 is a year for travel for you. I get a connection here with California and also Australia around you. So I think you're going to be traveling to both of those places in 2020. And I feel like, you know, Goble, you're at a transition point, a life transition point where you're ready to kind of launch on a new path. So be ready for both of those, okay? But around April, your mom gets a real boost in energy and finances, okay? Blessings to you. Okay, oops, some more donations here. Green Grape, that's a cute name. Any messages for me? Thank you for your donation. I just want to say about donations, I do appreciate them, but a donation does not guarantee a reading because I have a lot of people say, I'm only reading for people who pay, and I want this to be for everyone. If you want to donate, that's fine, but please donate just because you love to donate. I can't guarantee readings for everybody that donates. Green Grape, any messages? Yes, Green Grape. I have to tell you, this is a time where I'm picking up, it may sound strange, getting fairies around you, fae energy. And I feel like the fairies are going to start playing tricks on you, like stealing stuff out of your house, stealing your jewelry, steal your glasses. Let them take what they want. They'll always bring it back for you, okay? But be open to fae energy. That's really happening around you. And I get a name of a woman named Melinda, who's a witch, who's one of your spirit guides, okay? But yeah, Melinda used to work with the fae. She's from New England. She said she worked with the fae back in the 1800s, Victorian era. So call on Melinda. She's going to introduce you to the fae. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. All right, Stephen Cullen, will I get a spiritual girlfriend anytime soon? Well, you know, Stephen, I have to tell you, in terms of, I don't know if you define this as soon, but I keep getting the month of May around this. And I do see you meeting somebody. There's going to be a girl that you meet. She's involved with Wicca. I want you to research any local, like, pagan pride groups. See if there's a group like a Wiccan coven that's meeting in your area. I get this girl connected to Wicca. She's pagan. She may even be somebody who organizes pagan pride. So pagan pride seems to be connected to that. And yes, you'll meet her, but it's around May. And it might be actually at a festival or a parade or something. But start looking now, because I think there's a local pagan group that's where you connect with her at. Okay. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. All right, Amy, 2572. Question, Bob. Who is this Leo man around me? I keep getting a name of Jim around this, or James. And this is somebody, I don't know if you've actually met him or you're having visions, because I get a kind of an etheric energy that he's in spirit, but he's watching you. And it's almost like, this is weird, it's like there's a mind-to-mind connection. So if he's somebody who's actually living on Earth, I'm not clear because I'm getting this kind of half on Earth, half in spirit. I don't think he's earthbound, but it's almost like somebody who can project their mind and link to you. Okay, but he's around you, and I feel like you're going to have a stronger connection literally at the end of February with him. Okay. Anyways, just sit in meditation, just talk to him, because that mind-to-mind link is where it all starts. Okay. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. All right. Stardust. My Great Dane, Malachi, has a growth on his left front paw. Is it cancerous? No, I don't pick up cancer around a Stardust. I think it's a fatty tumor, but I'd have it looked at, because I feel like the thing is it's pressing on an area that's more sensitive, and it may be a little painful, but have a doctor look at it. I think they'll be able to remove it without a big drama, but I don't get cancer. It's irritated. He has an inflammation. I think he was digging like in the dirt or something, and he got infection in that area. But it's more like a fatty tumor or inflammation, but it's not cancerous. Okay. But he should have it looked at, please. Okay. Thank you so much. All right. Oh my gosh. Oops. Hold on. I went to buy some. All right. Hold on just a second. You're welcome, Green Grape. Wicca Whore. Bob, do you have any messages for me regarding my love life? I have my eye on someone, but I'm not sure whether to act or wait on him to act. Do you think it will work out if we do? Thank you. You know, Wicca, I got to tell you, don't sit around playing the waiting game. Life's too short. I feel like energetically you're ready to move forward, and I feel this person is available. So I think you need to go ahead and act on it, okay? So just be very casual and say, hey, I'd like to hang out and have coffee. You know, coffee's always great because it doesn't make you in a too awkward position. If you say, I want to go on a date, that's kind of a lot of pressure. But if you say, hey, can you go hang out at Starbucks with me? I'm not being endorsed by Starbucks, but can you go hang out at the local coffee shop on Thursday afternoon? I think they're going to hang out with you. Okay, so start with that. I think they're ready for a relationship as well. All right, blessings to you. Angelica Borman, 1979. Hi, Bob. Do I have any spiritual gifts? Yeah, you do. You got clairvoyance, and you're a natural medium. So I feel like you've already been getting kind of dreams and premonitions, but I'm getting this kind of stepping up to where it's like more active. Like you can walk in a room and just like have what we call infused knowledge and see stuff. Like you'll say, walk into a historic house and say, oh, a Civil War soldier died in that bedroom. And you'll know, like, there was an argument yesterday in this room. And there's kind of what I call infused knowledge. It's going to be increasing around you. Definitely clairvoyance, definitely, well, we call that clairsentience. Clairvoyance and clairsentience. So yeah, natural connection with spirit as well, mediumship. So yes, all of those are around you. Wonderful. Let me know how that goes. All right. Sid, 1982. Hi, Lord Bob. Any messages from my mom? Thank you. Let me see if I can get her in here, Sid. Hold on just a second. Fletcher, do you have anything? Okay, hold on. Doris Stokes, my other guide, she's going to help. I love Doris. She always brings people for me. Hi, Doris. I can hear you. Can you help me with Sid's mom? Yeah. Hold on, I think she's in the queue back there. A lot of spirits line up, so they're always watching. It's funny when I open the channel, like they gather. Okay, there's a lady coming with her. She's holding hands with her. Is your mom here? Doris said, she said, I had to escort her. She was a little bit shy. And you know, Sin, I get the sense when your mom was alive, she was a little kind of shy at times, maybe a little retired, and that's the way she presents herself. And she said, oh, I don't want to cause a stir. And she says, oh, I'm kind of embarrassed. I don't know what to say to everybody. Well, talk to your daughter. She said, she can hear me. Yes, I can hear it. I'll relay it. Oh, she said, she's crying. She said, I love her so much. And she said, will you tell her I'm fine? She said, everybody worried about me right at the end there. And she wants you to know, she said, I really didn't suffer. She said, it didn't seem like a great way to go, but she said, I was not in any pain. And I get the sense here from her at the time of her crossing that she looked like she keeps showing me like images where she was in and out of consciousness and she was labored and her breathing and her body was really, it looked bad is the way she shows him. She said, I wasn't even in the body. She said she would already left the body before anybody knew it. And she said the last like 2 days, she said, I kept talking to people. She said, I was here and I was there and I was here and I was there. So she didn't suffer and she wants you to know she's fine. And she said, I felt bad because she said, I felt like I didn't finish talking to her. You may have been in a situation where you're in a conversation with her. I get this sense in the way she's trying to describe it to me that like she fell asleep and didn't finish something she was saying, and then she died shortly after that. And it's like the conversation never got completed. Well, she said, I feel so bad I slipped away and never finished saying thank you to her. So she wants you to know she loves you. And she said, I didn't suffer and thank you for loving me. And she's in the light and she sends her blessings to you. Okay. And she said she has a cat now in spirit. There's a little cat, a little white, could be Siamese. It looks kind of Siamese, like a whitish sort of Siamese. And that's her pet in spirit now. She said, this little cat keeps me company. So I don't know if she had one, she's alive, but she has a cat in spirit now. She's just showing it to me. But she's with you and sends a lot of love. Okay. Thank you. She just blew kisses. She said, blew kisses at you. Thank you, Doris, for bringing it. Thank you for coming. Okay. Thank you. San, I heard a voice come over behind your mom. Somebody said, tell her that her uncle is here too. I get the sense this may have been a mother's brother. I didn't get the name. And they've stepped back, but it said uncle's back here. So that's all I got on that. But there's an uncle with your mom as well. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, guys, so many letters. Hold on, I got to put my glasses. I can't see the chat, you know. Oh, we just got a donation, £4.99. Miss Sylvia, God bless you, Miss Sylvia. That's so kind. Any messages for me, please? I'm feeling miserable. Oh, hon, I'm so sorry. Well, let me see. Doris is still back here. Doris said she wants to address you, dear. Yes, Doris. Doris is asking me to tell you, she said, now, my dear, she said, I understand your pain. And she said, I went through the struggle with those bad men when I was younger. She said, my problem was I trusted all of them. She said, I believed that they used to take me on dates and say they loved me and were going to marry me. She said, you know, my dear, back in my day, she said, we all got married after 2 dates. It was considered normal. She said, my dear, she said, your heart's been hurt because she said, you don't feel the love, you don't feel the trust. And she wants you to know that she's coming in to help you now, to let you know that she wants to help you, she said, move on. She said, my dear, I promise you there's another better man waiting for you. So she's going to be helping you with some of that emotional challenge. And she's asking me to tell you, she said, now you tell her, keep talking to me. And she said, I know I've been around. So sometimes she hasn't felt me and sometimes she does. She said, I'm working on getting her energy more attuned. And so Doris is letting you know that she's helping you. And she's handing, let me see, what is that? She's handing me a map. It's a map of Cambridge. And she said, my dear, I want you to take a little trip down there. She said, do a walk around the city center. She said, and I'll be there pointing out places that you'll enjoy visiting and shopping at. And she said, now, my dear, I know that you've been harassed like our dear medium here. And she said, he's been through it, but you have too. And she said, that's going to lessen now in the coming months. She said, oh, don't, I have to bet. She said, I can't lie. They'll still be monitoring you, but not as bad, my dear. And she said, it's time for you to move on and leave that troubled gentleman behind. She said she's being generous. And she said, you're going to move to Cambridge, my dear, and don't say Doris can't help you. She said, I myself always wanted to go there. She said, I lived in London, of course. She said, my husband and I used to talk about getting out of London. She said, but, well, you know, it is what it is. She said, but don't be trapped where you are, dear. Go to Cambridge. And she's helping you, okay? Blessings to you, darling. Thank you for being here. Okay. Miguel Vargas. Hey, Bob, my question is, are there any spirit guides or guardian angels around me? What do they want me to know in terms of my path and abilities? You know, Miguel, I'm getting around you an ascended master. You've got Count of Saint Germain around you. And he's encouraging you to be open to study ancient history, metaphysics. And he says that he's working with you to remind you of your soul journey. It looks like you've had a lot of past lives. And so Count of Saint Germain, I want you to look up. Sometimes he's just called Saint Germain, but his full title is the Count of Saint Germain's around you. He's holding out an amethyst. He says, I'm raising this amethyst to channel the purple light through. And he said, you're a recipient of the violet ray. And so I want you to explore Saint Germain. He's one of your guides, and he's opening your channeling ability. And he said you have a path of a spiritual teacher that's developing. So you're going to be a channeler. And I get the sense you have some healing gifts as well. So both of those are around you, and Saint Germain's opening that channel. He keeps saying, he said, there are many more who will come to Miguel. So it looks like you're going to have more abilities, more spirit guides over this next year, but he's the one opening the door for me, okay? Blessings to you. I hope that helps. Davy Jan, are there any messages for my star people? Many blessings. Hi, Davy Jan. Good to see you. Boy, you're up late. It's like middle of the night in Israel. Listen, I got to tell you, I keep getting Commander Ashtar back here. I'm hearing his voice, and he said, I'm making his connection to our people stronger. And he says that he's bringing in, he said, a council to work with you. And he wants to tell you, he said, you've been open to receiving. He said, now remember to keep a notepad and write down what you're getting. He said, we're bringing images, we're bringing words, we're bringing our presence. So you might just get a feeling. Write that down. Like, I felt presence. I could feel there were 3 people in the room. You may not see them or clearly hear them yet, but you're going to start getting that senses increase. So Commander Ashtar is working with you, and he asked me to bring that over, okay? But he's working with you. They're asking me to talk to you about the month of March as well. And it looks like March is going to be a time where you're having like an intense opening and channeling. And what's weird is, David Jen, I'm not kidding. I feel like if you're visualizing in your mind's eye like a UFO, you're like, I'm looking in the third eye and I see it and it seems so tangible. I want you to literally, after you finish your meditation, go out and look at the sky, because I think you're going to start visibly seeing. That's the way he's impressing upon me, that you're going to get visible signs of what you're sensing inside. Okay, March is a big power month for you. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Thank you for being here. All right. Okay. Selena, any insights for me? Divine love and infinite blessings to you. You know, Selena, I got to tell you, you've got pink light and red light around you. That's like kind of romance light. So you're coming into a time of love, a time of new beginnings. And I think that the month of March for you is a significant month, particularly in terms of relationships. I feel like there's a lot of new friendships, but I also get romance energy around you. So if you're not with somebody right now, I'm not getting a strong link in relationship. I think it's coming in March for you. I keep hearing Archangel Raphael saying he's guiding you to new beginnings. So call on Archangel Raphael. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Yay. Hey, Kim Osborne is here. Hey, Kim, good to see you. Kim says, my birthday is in March. Yay, we're getting close to March. Happy birthday, Kim. By the way, Kim, I'm getting around you today. Another woman here. There's a woman that's talking to me. She's identifying by the name of Elizabeth. and she said that she's one of your spirit guides. And Elizabeth said that she's helping you with she's talking about handling your sense of touch. You have a developing gift of what we call clairsentience through the hands, or they call it like psychometry, where you lay your hands on stuff and you instantly know stuff or pick up images. And she said this is being used because she said in your work, you just lay your hand on a patient and you're going to draw in all the knowledge that you need. So Elizabeth's this woman, she keeps identifying herself to me. But she's Pepper. She said her name is Elizabeth Pepper. So that's her name, Elizabeth Pepper. Okay. But she's working with you in spirit. Blessings to you. All right. I hope that helps. Yay. Christian Do It 1313. Any messages for me? Yes. It's funny, when I saw you earlier in chat, I was already getting voices around you. And I keep getting Chief White Eagle back here. He is here for you today. And he said that he's opening your ability to talk to the spirit world. He said he's also bringing healing into your family, that there's going to be kind of a reunion or some type of healing here as we get into the end of March. So call on Chief White Eagle, because he's definitely opening up healing in the family and psychic gifts for you. Okay. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Popsy Paw Paw. I love that name. Hello, Bob. Is a new musical instrument going to be good for me? Do you see me being in my path? You know, Popsy, you do have an artist life theme. Yes. So music is opening that channel for you. You know, I say it and it's true. Artists are channels. They may not think of themselves as that, but they really are. And I feel like for you, Posby, Pobsy, I can't say that. Anything you're doing with music is going to help you on your path. So yes, keep doing it. Blessings to you. Oh, somebody donated $5. Oh, let me see. I can't read it here. Mason Alex 2. Hi, Psychic Bob. I have an invention. Do you know if I will find an investor or I have to find it on my own? You know, this is going to sound crazy, but I'm really serious. I do see an investor. I want you to really, you're going to laugh. I says, but there's a TV show on called The Shark Tank. Do you know what I'm talking about? Where they're these high-powered business people who invest. I want you to contact Shark Tank. The reason why is I feel like they're going to actually give you a chance to talk to them. So I don't know. I have to be honest. I'm not sure if it's going to come out of that show, but I feel like that's going to open the door to future investors. So even if they don't pick you up, I feel somebody sees that will do it. So I think you're going to get a shot at presenting to them. So please look that up. Shark Tank is the name of it. You're going to have some people back you. Just be careful you don't give away too much percentage of the company, because you know some of those investors get a little greedy at times. But I don't see you raising the money on your own as much as being connected to investors. But start with Shark Tank. I'm serious about that, okay? I hope that helps. I'm excited. I keep getting the month of June around this, so it may be a little while till you get that. But by June, I think you're underway with discussions about investors. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Thank you for being here. Lazy Daisy, that's a cute name. Oh, your question just went by. Lazy Daisy says, Bob, what type of art should I take over? Well, Lazy Daisy, I have to tell you, anything you touch will be successful. The reason I say that is not only do you have an artist theme, you have a merchant theme. Merchant means you're good at business. I see you connected to a gallery, like an art, like painting gallery. And I think that if you were to work on visual arts, that would be successful. But you know what's funny is I get you as I go forward connecting to performing arts as well. So I think you may have your hand in like acting as well as music. But start with painting. Blessings to you. I hope that makes sense. Purple Blue 118. Bob, I feel like I'm transitioning into something, but not sure what. Any advice or messages for me? You know, Purple Blue, what you're experiencing is the energy of 2020. 2020 is year where, like in 2012, which I said in 2012, nobody believed me. But I told everybody in 2012, there were a lot of psychics going around saying it was the end of the world. And I told people, I said, it's not the end of the world. It's a time of infusion of divine power to push people forward. You're receiving the energies of 2020, which is similar to 2012, which means your higher self is starting to take control of your life. So while you feel like you're transitioning, it's not actually a physical transition, though there could be physical elements to it, such as anxiety or shortness of breath at times. And if you're having severe physical stuff, definitely see a doctor, but I'm not getting anything around that. But what it is that your higher self is becoming more present for you, and that higher self is what's leading you to be more in flow with your life path. And I feel that you also, there are a lot of artists here. You have an artist theme and a psychic theme around you. So you're very much a channel, and I feel like that transition is about embracing those talents. Okay, I hope that helps. All right. Dizzy Butterfly, I love that. Any messages for me from the other side? Hold on, somebody's talking back here. Anything? Fletcher? Oh, okay. Fletcher, my spirit guide's asking me to tell you that you have, there's a lady back here. I get this on your mom's side of the family. I want to call this an aunt, like it would be a mother's sister or a grandmother's sister. But I'm getting a female on that side. I just pick up her presence. I'm having a little trouble getting in, but I hear her say, well, one of us got through. And I think you actually have a crew back there that's trying to get through. But they seem to be on your mother's side. I'm getting this group of women. I think there could be a grandmother as well, but I'm getting this woman who's coming forward like the aunt. And I get the sense in life, this lady was kind of like, kind of not pushy. I don't mean that in a bad way, but she definitely had the energy in the family. But she's around you. And she said, one of us got through. So she just keeps saying, she said, I'm here. And she said, to let you know, she said, all is well with us. And we're checking in. And she said, we'll be checking in the next week. And she said, we're going to mess with the lights to scare you. And she's laughing. Like she said, oh, we're going to be spooks. Like she wants to play little ghosty games. But she said it's in love. She said, we're going to mess with the lights, though. So watch, you're going to have some weird flashing lights or something going with electricity. And that's a sign there around you. I'm going to call it a grandmother, an aunt, and there might be another aunt or a great aunt. I'm getting like two women that feel like sisters and a grandmother here. So they're around you in spirit. Okay. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. All right. Oh my gosh. All right. Oops. Hold on a second. All right. Sherry Serenity Skies. My work. Oops. Hold on. It's flying by here. My work is a new and revolutionary with my family doctor. Any messages for me? Keep doing what you're doing. You're on a good path. I think that you're really ready for some breakthroughs, and there'll be a financial blessing that comes out of this. It's not going to be till about June or July that you really see that take off, but you're on a path of growth now. And I think your work truly is revolutionary. So, because you have one of your life themes is an entrepreneur. See, and that's where your creative vision comes from. So keep doing what you're doing. Okay. Blessings to you. Okay. Tina Ferris. Hi, Tina. Bob, please, any messages for me? Yeah. Hold on. Doris wants to come in. I work with a spirit guide named Doris Stokes. If you don't know who she is, Tina, look her up. She was a famous medium. Hi, Doris. I can hear you. Okay. Tina, it looks like around you that there's a number of people in spirit. You have some earthbound souls that are being drawn to you. You're a natural medium. And Doris said, she said, now tell Tina, don't be overwhelmed by this. She may not have been expecting it, but she said she's helping a number of people to get across to the spirit side. You have a lot of light around you, and they're going to be helping you. So please be open to working with earthbounds. And I want you to research Doris Stokes because she's helping you. Okay. Blessings to you. Stardust. Oh, thank you so much. Stardust says, send me $10. Says, just to say thank you. Thanks for all that you do. Stardust, God bless you. Thank you so much. Stardust, I keep hearing flapping of wings here when I'm looking at your name. You have definitely angelic protection around you. Archangel Michael's also working with you. You know, he works with a lot of people, so don't be upset. He's not yours exclusively, but he is around you. And he keeps saying that he's with you this year. Looks like there may come up an issue around a housing change or like of an issue around a new house. And he says, I'm securing the home. So I don't know if he means your current home, but I get the sense this is another home that's coming. When I get into around August or September, there may be an issue around a move. And Michael says, don't be worried. This is a blessing that's coming. So there's some housing issue. Call on Archangel Michael. He's going to help you get there, okay? All right. Oh my gosh, guys. Well, forgive me. I don't mean to be short, but we're at an hour and Psychic Bob has more readings to do tonight. By the way, if you're interested in a private session, there's a lot of you here have sat with me, but if you need a private reading, we can do that. Private reading is a full hour, you and me, one-on-one, and we'll cover everything. You know, past, present, future, spirit guides, messages from deceased loved ones, messages from guides. And so if you've been feeling like, gee, I'd love to spend a whole hour privately with Psychic Bob, we can do that. The quickest way is to call my office. Please leave me a message if I don't pick up because I get a lot of calls. A lot of times I can't personally answer the phone, but we will get back to you. And so call me at 703-825-3929. In fact, I'll put my number in chat for you. It'll be below this video once it processes. I think I have a few openings for this week, so we might be able to get you in this week. If not, it'll be next week. But luckily, I have some openings in the relative near future. So there's my number, 703-825-3929. You can also write to me at my email, psychicbobhickman@gmail.com. And anyways, I hope that's, hi, Miss Limitless. Miss Limitless, she says, thank you for being here and doing what you do for us. Your messages touch more the question asker, and that's awesome. Touch more than the question asker. Miss Limitless, thank you so much. You know, to Spirit, and this is something I want to say, if you were listening today and I gave a message to somebody, you thought, well, maybe that was supposed to be for me. Well, the answer is it probably was for you as well, because Spirit will work through me to give messages. Like when I'm speaking the message, I'm just trying to capture what they're telling me. And it might apply to somebody else, like Spirit knows who's listening. And so they'll work through somebody else's question to reach you. And Miss Limitless, I'm glad you're saying that because the message is, if you're saying, well, gee, Bob didn't read my question, but he answered somebody else's, and I swear that was supposed to be for me, it probably was for you as well. So don't discredit that. Oh, thank you, Purple Blue 118 says, thank you for all your energy, Bob. Generous energy. Thank you. It does take a bit of energy to do this show, but I'm not complaining because I love it, you know. When I years ago was in the spiritualist church, we used to do this called platform readings, and I would literally go up on a stage and just start reading people in the audience. Pick them and say, I have a message for you, I have a message for you. And then we also do nights where people we'd pass around a basket around the church and people would put questions in. This was in the days before cell phones. And they would write a question on a slip of paper, and then they'd bring the basket up to the platform, and I would draw papers out of the basket and then read questions. So it's kind of like what we do here. And that's why I started this, because I used to love to do that in the spiritual church, and it seemed to really help a lot of people. So I'm so glad we can gather, you know, each week. So if you didn't get your question answered today, please don't be mad at me. I just get a lot. It's hard for me to get everybody in, but we do try to get as many as we can. And thank you, Popsy Paul. You're awesome, Bob. So grateful for all you give. Thank you so much. Kim Osborne says, I used to go to the Unitarian church. Can you help me find a spiritualist church around here? I've been wanting to go for some time. Kim, I still need to call you. And so I got your number. So I will call you this week. I promise. I know it's just been overrun, but I will call you this week and we will talk about that. Okay. So I will call you. Thank you, Yana L. So good to see you. Love to you too, darling. Thank you. Anyways, well, listen, guys. So anyways, Cynthia, I don't understand your question. So anyways, but so what I want to say to all of you is thank you for being here. Listen, if you haven't done so, make sure to go see my video in the queue right before this one, which was my advertisement for my merch store. And pop over to PsychicBob.com and get your free artwork today, okay? I would love for you guys to, get some art. And if you don't like it, but you have a friend who loves modern art, go print it out for them, put it in a frame, and you can give it to them. Kim's off tomorrow. Good, Kim. All right, I'll try to reach you tomorrow then. That sounds good. I have a little more flexibility tomorrow. So, anyways, thank you so much. All right, so guys, I got to go. I send my blessings to you. So again, call me or visit my website below here if you want to get on my schedule for a private session. Again, my number is 703-825-3929. I love you guys. Blessings to all of you. We'll see you back here tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Wednesday. Oh, Wiccan Wednesday. Yeah, tomorrow, be here. We're going to go shopping at Rare Wicca Spells. I'm going to have a video about that, so make sure to be here. We'll see you then. I love you guys. And until tomorrow, may all of you always blessed be.